Come on! Come on in. Come on in. Welcome. That sounds awesome. Sorry, I'm texting somebody. Okay. Come on in, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me. I am really excited about today. We're going to go back into the level for Father, which is a game I'm working on, a creepy game. And we're going to make a beautiful train yard in this glorious, misty forest. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited for you guys to come on in and join me as I make my next game. All right, let's see here. So I'm trying out this new thing here with my chat window. And I'm trying to figure it out because it doesn't look like it's showing up. Where is my chat? Where is the chat? Oh, it's not working. I was so excited for it to work and now it's not working. Guys? Wait. Yeah, there it is. We're working. All right, we got some chat. Yes. So y'all let me know if you're enjoying seeing your chats in the live stream or just you want to see full screen, you know? It's up to you guys. It's up to you. All right, let's turn on some jazz. Yeah, here we go. You guys know I love some jazz. All right, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everybody. All right. Tuck Mac, you're not supposed to know about that. I'm not sure why you do. All right, guys. Let's jump into Unity and get started. So if you recall, yesterday we left off creating this beautiful forest here. Just a cozy little forest. So let's hit play. And I want to explore this forest, see how it looks, because I kind of forgot how it looked. The jazz playlist we're listening to is called Epidemic Sound. And Epidemic is a subscription service that you can subscribe to, where you can actually play music during your stream and not get demonetized. All right. So this is what we've got so far. I actually really, really like it. I'm going to carve a train track straight through the center of this grass here. I want the player to start here. I think this is a good place to start. And we're also going to put some stones all over right here. So I think it's going to look pretty cool. Let's do that. All right, let's go. Let's go ahead and carve the train track straight through the grass. And actually, you know what? We could probably delete all these trees for now, because I'll tell you why. We need to pump the ground down first before we place them. So before we actually carve the train track in, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this entire pass here, and I'm going to turn it into a steep cliff climb, okay? So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Let's take this ground, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the terrain like this. Here we go. I'm going to be pretty aggressive with it. Just not lower than the water. Okay. So it goes up. Let's see, how's this going to look here? Cool. Okay. Let's go a little bit smaller here. And we're going to pump this down. Just just like that. I just don't want to go lower than the water. Almost. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for joining me. All right. I'm going to take a look at the chat, make sure everybody's happy. Do we hear any beeping or buzzing from my microphone? From my microphone. That's usually the first question I like to ask during our live streams. Welcome. Luick says, Thomas, how do you get so much done in a short amount of time? Well, I don't know if that's true, but let's pretend that it is. It's just doing this my entire life. I mean, yeah, I've been making games since I was 15 or 16, and I'm 30. So not my entire life, but how about half, right? Okay, let's go ahead and jump over here. And what I want to do is make this look a little bit more like it fits in with our world. So maybe pump it up a little bit like that. Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, I'm just sort of adding a little bit more variation to things. And we could even go to, see how that looks just super flat right there? We can go like that and then pump it back down. And then smooth just right here. But I think we should also probably do it right here as well. And we'll just smooth the corners. Just trying to make it look a little bit less like I made it. More like it's actually naturally part of the ground, you know? Right, pump this up maybe. Just like that. And we'll smooth all this out, guys. So we'll smooth that. And we're just gonna smooth this just a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit, right? And we're gonna add boundaries to our world after we're done creating it. So I'm not too worried about the player being able to get out of this zone. They'll probably be able to right now, but we can smooth this here. There we go. And then this right here. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Blender when I'm done with this map, and I'm gonna create a bounding box or a bounding zone. The plan to release this game, I'd like to release it earlier next year. And what I'll give you guys some insight into what I'm planning to do with this. I'm planning to shop it around, actually, to various publishers. I said I wasn't going to work with publishers, but I'm starting to think I might want to. It just makes things so much easier when you have a partner working with you on something. So I'm probably going to shop it around to some publishers and maybe some platforms. See if they're interested in exclusivity deals or anything like that. Okay, let's go ahead and hit play here to make sure it looks, you know, realistic, you know. Rule number 1 of video games, never put invisible walls. Is that the rule? Well, I'm gonna break it. Yeah, so things look a lot better. You know, there's a little bit too much fog actually, so I'm gonna decrease that. I don't know why there's so much. Let's see here. Let's go to our player, controller. And inside of my actual player, guys, we have the fog. So yeah. There's a lot. So we're going to do 25, not 60, and see what that looks like. Still, I mean, it's still pretty aggressive. And the particles, the black particles, I didn't even think about how bad those look, but there are just so many of them. So we're going to copy this, paste it. All right. And I'm going to go to my little dust modes here. There are a ton of dust modes. So I'm gonna make it like 25, just very subtle. Let me check on the chat here. Tuckmac just super chatted. I believe you super chatted, did you? It says that you did. When is Never Song Vinyl gonna release? Oh, we already answered that question. But thank you, Tuckmac, for the super chat. Yeah, I don't think anyone's supposed to know about that, but I will say, yeah, this looks a lot better. I guess in a quarter or so. Cool. So this looks a lot better, actually. It's much more slanted. And let's go take a look at, let me see if I can pump up this edge over here. So I'm gonna just basically raise the terrain up very subtly right here on this side. So it looks more like a ravine and not a hill. But, you know, I want this over here to look like a hill. So maybe over here as well. Okay, cool. And then one more, let's hit play one more time. There we go. Music is turned down. Thank you for letting me know. Very subtle music, right? Sorry about that. It's hard to tell. There you go. Is that better, guys? Music better? All right. Cool. So we've got this beautiful ravine here. And I don't know what you would call it. And then we're just going to create a path. We'll pump in the ground a little bit here so that you have to go up this sort of channel here. And I might flatten the ground out so it looks more intentional, because right now it looks like it's a game, you know? And then you enter right here. So that's the goal here. So let's go ahead and do that first. So I think what I want to do with this one here, to flatten out these ravines, what I'm going to do is activate and then see if we can is there a flatten? There's not a flatten, but there is a set height. Hey, there we go. See that? Set the height there. And then we'll just keep going down. So how about 167? Oops, edit, redo. And then we're gonna go to 170. So this is gonna flatten out these areas and make it feel, oops. How about 165? How about 160? There we go. So we're just flattening them out to make them feel more like a path. See that? Now it looks a little bit more intentional, and we'll just smooth out that. Okay, good. All right. One more time, go down to 150. How's that? Pretty good. And then we just smooth right here. And right here, right? Good. All right, let's take a look here. Golden Evolution super chatted. 10 euros, a small little tip for you as a token of your appreciation. Aw, thanks for all the content you put out there. Thank you so much. That really means a lot to me. Thank you so much, Golden Evolution. That means a ton. Let's do a round of applause for Tukmak and Golden Evolution. Thank you so much, guys. That means a lot to me. All right, let's go on and climb up and see what it looks like here. Yeah, it looks a little bit more intentional now. It's not perfect. Not perfect by any means. This is weird right here for sure. So, definitely need to smooth that out somehow. Let's see here. If we turn on the lighting in the scene, you can see it better. Whoa, what the F happened? So let's smooth that out. Whoa! I think we need to set the height a little bit. Let's see here, 170? Yeah. Okay, that's a little bit. I think that's better, and then we just smooth it again. And then we're gonna start adding some rocks and various pieces of grass. And you know, we could probably raise the height of the terrain right here so it looks a little bit more intentional. Intentionality is, you know, I guess just don't underestimate it. Don't underestimate adding a little bit of intention to your scene, because your players are going to notice that you were lazy. I guess it's just you sort of have to just, and I'm not perfect at this, but you got to just practice, practice. Figure out what's valuable to your players and what's not. You know? All right, we could probably paint some trees here. Not that many. There we go. And then bring down the target strength and the opacity here. There we go. It's gonna look good. Okay. So we're just gonna keep painting. I don't want to paint too many, because then we will have it'll just slow down significantly. And by the way, guys, there are, I think, how many are there? There are 4 coupon codes available today for today's live stream. These coupon codes are for my online platform, my online program, I should say. It's called Full-Time Game Dev, and I teach you everything I've learned in the last decade of going full-time indie and making indie games. Guys, I actually am a full-time game developer, and I figured out, like a lot of indie game developers out there, I figured out how to bring enough money in, 6 figures a year, to support my family and make games full-time. And now I'm doing my dream. So if you're interested in learning how to do that, there is a massive 40% off discount. There are just 4 codes below, and they will delete immediately after this live stream. I've got over 1,800 students, and the reviews are great for the course. I teach you all about securing funding from publishers, 6 figures in funding, funding from Kickstarter campaigns. I've done 2. Both of them raised about 6 figures each. Okay, let's take a look at this. But I also teach you how to make games. You know, I teach you how to make 2D games from scratch with C# code and artwork and Photoshop. But a friend of mine, David, he's part of the course as well. He teaches how to do 3D. It's a 30-hour course. It's really big. Massive online course, great reviews. So if you're interested, click below to use one of those coupon codes. Again, the coupon code is May6. So I'm not a huge fan of how wobbly this is right here. That looks fine. What the F? I thought I cleaned you up. We need to smooth this out because it looks bad. Oh man. That sucks. That's all right. We're gonna figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right. So let's go ahead and clean up that piece of ground here. How are we doing in the chat? Let me check on everybody, make sure everybody's happy. Thank you, Pepe. Zan Senpai says, Thomas, do you have a university degree? I think you're asking me. No, I do not. Well, yes, I do, but I don't have a game design degree. My degree is in basically printing technologies. It's called graphic communications, and it was a waste. And I don't blame anybody except for the university who lied to me. I'm just kidding. They didn't really lie, but they, you know, universities, don't get me started. They're not the most ethical sometimes. They're not the most ethical educational solutions out there. All right, let's smooth this out, make it a little bit more like a path here. There we go. Is that better? Let's see. I think so. Whoa, Tom. There we go. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, so this is weird here. So what we're going to do, maybe I'll put a staircase there. How's that, guys? Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to put a staircase there. So let's go ahead and we're going to pump. Yeah. Let's do that. We're going to raise or lower the terrain. Yeah, like that. Good, good, good. And we're going to smooth it. There we go. And then we can put a staircase there. Okay. And then we'll put plenty of stones to make it look a little bit more intentional. Right now, I'm just, I'll be honest, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it at all. But let's see if we can find a staircase we like. We've used them in there we go. We can use that one. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, we have stairs here. I think we have a different one, though. There we go. This is the one I want to use. This is a variant that I created from the original one. That is from an asset pack. So let's see here. That looks a lot better here. And then what we can do, sort of rotate it a little bit, and we'll make the staircase, that's sort of stuck in place now. So we're gonna actually change the dirt around the staircase to make it look a little bit better. There we go. And then we can pump it up here just a little bit. Tuck Mac says, haha, no way, you're teasing. Lucky guess, I suppose. I was just listening to the relaxing Never Song music on YouTube and decided I wanted a copy of vinyl. Yeah, we're working on it. That's the thing. So I thought you'd figured that out or something. So, which I guess it's fine to say we're working on it, you know. I'm excited to share it with you guys. Right, let's smooth out the height here, and we're gonna see how this ends up looking. It's fine, I guess. It's not my favorite. Let's hit play here. Anime Elephant says, Thomas, do I watch devlogs? Yes, I do. David Peterson says, thank you for your streams. They make the day easier to go through. Oh, thank you. I mean, same here, guys. I really enjoy hanging out with you all. Just making games, you know? It's really fun. All right, I'm going to smooth all that out. Let's take a look at this staircase here. Why? Something's wrong. I don't see all these shapes in game view. That's what's so... Or in the scene view. Like this shape here, I didn't see it. Let's see if we can maybe turn on wireframes or something. Let's see, turn on wireframe mode. Shaded wireframe. Yeah, it doesn't help much, but it's fine. All right, we're gonna smooth that out. I think that's better. And then I think what we can do is we could paint some stone there. But let's take a look at this here and see if we can make it a little bit smoother. Good, okay. All right. I know it, and I agree with you, Kindman. You said you think the shape looks cool. Cooler than the smooth surface. I agree with you, it does look cooler. My problem is, and maybe you're more right than me, is I want the player to feel comfortable as they're moving along, especially in the beginning of the game. So I don't want them to feel uncomfortable and confused as they're making their way up this cliff. So that's where my head is. So I'm trying to make it as smooth of a journey for them as possible as they enter this village area. All right. Let's take a look again. Cool. Make our way up here. Pretty smooth, pretty smooth. We'll smooth this out here, and then we enter our level. Just like that. Very good. Cool. All right, let's just smooth it out one more time up towards the top of it. And then after that, I think we're good to start, painting it, being a little bit more intentional with how we're painting it. There we go. So an example is, we'll go to our paint textures here, and we're going to go to our solid rock here and increase the opacity pretty significantly, but decrease the size a little bit. And we're just going to sort of pump in some stone right where the dirt is. See that, guys? Because it looks like the dirt is sort of just sliding up the edge of the cliff, and that's just weird, There we go. But, sometimes you got to make sure the dirt, yeah, there we go. Yeah, sometimes you got to make sure the dirt looks a bit more random. And then right here we'll do some stone, so it doesn't look like it's a path. There we go. Which explains why we have a bridge there. There we go. I don't sell any Udemy courses. That's what Jock said. Mr. Chambers says you like the weird thumbnails. Good. I'm glad. I enjoy making them. Yeah, I don't sell any Udemy courses. I'm going through this phase in my life where I like to be in control of a lot of stuff. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. But from a business perspective, I like to be in control of my online courses and when they go on sale and how I put them on sale, and in charge of the marketing and all that stuff. So I like doing that. It's actually one of my fortes. I enjoy it. A lot of you have probably either complimented or complained about how I am also a marketer. I market a lot, and marketing is something that I teach heavily in my online course. How to market yourself, how to market your games. See how that looks a lot better now, guys? It was looking a little bit, like anywhere there's like a super steep piece of stone or a steep area, I want to have it clearly, I want it to be stone. I don't want it to be dirt. So obviously there's programs out there that will do this for you, or like, I guess, assets, but I like to, again, be in control of how things are painted. And so if there's areas that are a little too steep, I'm just going to go in and paint them a little bit like this. See? There we go. And now it looks a little bit more realistic. Yeah, so X Positivity wants to know what the story is for Father. So I try and mention it, every time we do a live stream. So there's this Ivy League school, and it's old, ancient, hundreds of years old at least, Ivy League school, but no one's heard of it. But they reach out to this guy and his daughter, and she's about to go to college, and she's like, I just got a full ride to this school. And so her dad's like, okay. And so she goes to this Ivy League school in the middle of these foggy mountains in Germany. And he's pretty upset to find out that she never returns his calls anymore. And she doesn't come home for Christmas. And he doesn't know where she is, so he goes to the college campus to find her. And things get really bad really, really fast. There is a very violent and bizarre cult that you have to fight off to uncover the secrets of this college campus. And the college is called Edenfell. All right, looks like we've got a problem here with this pillar. Let me just clean that up really quick. There we go. So that's the story for Father. I am really enjoying, I'm probably enjoying working on this game more than any game I've ever worked on. It doesn't mean it's any good, but it does mean, hold on one sec here. It doesn't mean it's any good, but what it does mean is, well, I guess I feel a lot more free working on this game than I usually do. I can explain why. if you guys don't mind. I can explain why I feel freer with this one. And it just has to do with capital. So my previous 2 games, Pinstripe and Neversong, have provided enough income, and it's not without, a long journey to where I'm at now, but they've provided enough income for me to make games fearlessly and not worry about what people think of them. And that I felt that way probably for the first time in the middle of 2020. And that's when I decided I wanted to do my online course as well. So I took a risk with that as well. So I made an online course. After being a game developer for 5 years, I just decided I'm going to make a course too. And lo and behold, the course has provided more income. I'm very blessed. And so, there we go. It's provided more income. So it's like I'm in a very good financial position right now for the first time in my career, and I can have fun. I can just do what I want, and I love it. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Dusk. I love Dusk. Dusk is a great game. So yeah, of course, this game is inspired by Dusk. It's inspired by Half-Life. It's inspired by Midsommar. I love the movie Midsommar. We need to smooth that out. We're going to smooth all that out. Yeah, we have to smooth out all the paths. I just wanted to make them a little bit deeper, but in doing so, things got really unsmooth. So I love cults. You guys know I'm a Christian, and a lot of people say that Christianity is a cult. Or I don't know who said that. I've just heard it before. And I guess, there are certain aspects of it that I guess can be, but I'm really interested in the idea of what makes a cult a cult. And I've heard that what makes a cult, maybe let me know in the chat, guys, what you think. What makes a cult a cult? Let's start a conversation. And we can all be nice to each other, because I know there's religious people in the chat and there's non-religious people in the chat. And that's okay. But let's hear what everybody has to say about what makes a cult a cult. And I'll read some of my favorite comments. For me, my theory is what makes a cult is what happens when you try to leave. Wasn't that, I think it was Laura something, Laura D, what's her name? She was in the Scientology. She said a cult is a cult when you try and leave the cult, things get scary. I thought that was really interesting. But here's another theory. Maybe the world religions are cults. Maybe everything is a cult to some degree, which is a belief system that exercises power over the individual. And the question is it okay to exercise power over the individual? Do individuals want to submit themselves to some kind of authority? Is that in our nature? That's another interesting thought. Is it unavoidable being part of some power structure? That's another interesting thought I've been thinking about lately. Does everybody have a predisposition to be part of a cult like we've got here in Edenfell? Natty says that I feel like cults have been associated with bad things because of films and stuff, but I don't think that that's true. Perhaps I can agree with you to a degree, which is there are some cults out there that maybe aren't that bad. Yeah. I can see that. Eric, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Thomas, I always look forward to your live streams. Thanks for sharing. Alex Holt says, I'd argue that authentic Christianity isn't a cult. Some cults think that they're just a denomination. As a Christian, I will say, we worship a man from 0 AD. And we claim a man as God. That's a big thing to claim, isn't it? And so I always go, I won't argue with you that it's cultish. I won't. I have this argument that I say sometimes to friends, because a lot of my friends don't believe the same things I do, which is totally fine. My argument is, perhaps there are some ideas that should be cultish. Like, for example, if it was true that Jesus Christ was God, would it be, like, pretend it was true, would it be okay for that to be a cultish idea? You know? If that was true, if Jesus was the creator of the entire universe, which that's what Christians believe, right? Which is crazy. I know that. I get that. Is that okay for that to be a cultish belief? Or to say, hey, I just spit a bubble. Is that okay to say, hey, you know, yeah, that's kind of cultish, but that's okay. Cults usually seem to have a authority figure that claims to be God, you know? Oh no, expositivity. Or do we want to argue? No, I'm not going to argue. It depends on which version you read, because John 1:1 says, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God." So it's. But the thing is there are versions of the Bible that don't say that, at least outside of the Protestant and Catholic Church. But I'm not gonna argue. I don't want to argue about that. I really don't. Not in a live stream. Okay, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at this path. It's taking me a little bit too long. And remember, guys, for those of you who are just joining us, during my live streams, I usually do some kind of raffle where I have major coupon discount codes. They usually get sold out within the first hour. Today we've got 4 coupon codes for 40% off my online platform, fulltimegamedev.com. This is a comprehensive 30-plus hour course that teaches you everything that I've learned in the last decade of making indie games, and not only making them, but going full-time. So if you're interested in learning how to get 6 figures from publishers, 6 figures from crowdfunding, which I've done both of those, and crowdfunding I've done twice, raising basically 6 figures each time. I also teach how you can hit the Steam front page with marketing tactics, and it's something I call the Steam Cannonball. And I also just teach the basics of, well, actually, it's pretty comprehensive. C#, my art tricks for 2D games. There's also a 3D section in the course as well that teaches you how to make games like this. So overall, guys, it's a massive course. The refund rate is ridiculously low. I think it's, what is it? Yeah, what is it? It's like 4%, which is really low. This section right here is just crap. Let's see here. I cannot get it to work. Makes me want to redo it. And I think there's actually, back to my little ad read here. There are full-time game dev students in the chat, and I know for certain that whenever I say that, there's usually people in the chat. So my students hang out with me a lot on Discord, and everybody seems to love the course. So if you're interested, guys, there are usually, these codes usually sell out. So if you're interested in getting that 40% discount, that would be awesome if you would consider it, because it does support the channel. But hey, it also is going to teach you a lot of the things that I just wish I would have known when I was starting my career. Sorry, I'm trying to get this perfect, guys. I'm sorry. And then we're going to smooth that out. There we go. All right. So I'm about ready to just say this path is fine and move on. The cult of Dogecoin. That's funny. Have I played Outlast 2? Yeah, I love Outlast 2. Although, let's be honest, Outlast 2 just gets kind of boring towards the end. This path, my goodness. It's taking me too long. Too long have you worked on this path. Too long have you... What's the other quote? Too long have the fathers of our children. What is that from? That's I'm really good at quoting movies, apparently. Not really. That's from Lord of the Rings. Gosh, I just need to smooth this out better, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm not going to worry about it. Hey, Paul, that's okay. That's okay. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Don't worry about it. I'm going to smooth this out one more time. Okay, we're just going to smooth out this path just a little bit more. Okay, so now, finally. Exciting stream, huh? I'm going to go ahead and take this rock from over here. I'm going to select the prefab, and I'm going to drag a few in to our path here. Whoa, buddy. Why are you so big? We're going to scale it down here. Man, you guys ever have days where you feel insecure? I got an email today that made me feel sad. Someone was upset with me about something. About my my online presence. They were mad at me. It made me sad. So today I've been sort of low-key not depressed. Low-key but you know, that's just not my prettiest position anymore. It used to be when I was younger. I was an emo kid. Jeb, come here, buddy. It's okay. Jeb, I'm going to close the window, guys. Yeah, I'm feeling very unmotivated today and kind of sad. I don't know. It's like some days you wake up and you just had the greatest day of your life the previous day before. Like, I'm a very lucky guy. I have 2 wonderful children, a beautiful wife. I'm doing everything that I wished I could when I was younger. Like, I'm living out this dream. And it's still, I'll wake up and I'm like sad. And it just goes to show, I guess, you know, I'm not super successful, but I feel like I've succeeded in what I thought would be considered success. And it just shows you that your definition of success is not always accurate in the long run. So for me, I'm learning to find joy in things that really matter. I'm not saying game development doesn't matter, but it matters to a degree. But for me, my faith, my family, just those classic, like, cheesy Disney style things are actually the most valuable things. And I kind of have to lean on those when I do get insecure. When someone says something to me, like a fan, that they're disappointed in me or something. So it makes me sad. But, you know, I'm not blaming anybody. Who knows? Maybe I do need some criticism. Maybe I need a healthy dose of humility every once in a while. You know what? All right, let's just keep adding some rocks, guys. Do you guys see how these rocks just add so much life to your scene? It makes the mundaneness of the terrain tool, the cheapness of the terrain tool, it really makes it look less cheap, because all of a sudden you've got yourself like little pieces of rock sticking out that look like they're actually part of the terrain, you know? Andre Baptiste says, family is definitely important. Flippy says, why didn't they like you? Because not everyone's going to like you. Mike says, I've got 99 problems and money can fix most of them. Oh, yeah. See, that's what's funny is me and my wife were talking about this. Money fixes a lot of problems. I disagree with a lot of people who say money doesn't bring you happiness. It does. I mean, when you make some money, it changes a lot, and a lot of things. Last year, Neversong brought in a good chunk of cash for me, admittedly, which is my second game, and it was like, it really did help out a lot. Obviously, I mean, you got bills to pay, you've got a life, for me, I didn't have to worry, where the money was going to come from, but I've also learned to have a pretty thick skin when it comes to money problems, because it's not like I've ever struggled, but, well, what I mean is, it's not like I've ever gotten into big trouble where I couldn't pay my bills. I've always been pretty wise with money, me and my wife. But it doesn't mean that I didn't have to scramble to find income streams. And so, again, I teach a lot of that on my channel and in my course, which is just like, here are the income streams that you probably don't know about as a game developer. Because I used to think it was just, hey, make money selling a game. And it's like, no, sure, like that's a good bumper sticker. But like, what is it? How exactly are you going to make money if your games are just, you're struggling to compete in the ocean of Steam? What are you going to do? And my theory is, well, there's different ways to bring in income and sell your games to it. Like, it's not like you're not selling your game to your audience or a audience. How about this? This is a good quote. We're going to go full screen for it. Are you ready? Don't sell a game to an audience. Sell your game to your audience. Okay? That's like classic marketing. And it's especially relevant in the era of personal brands and social media. You need to be building an audience right now, guys. All of you. Those of you who want to make a game and you want to start a studio, you need to build an audience alongside your game. What are we doing right now? What is this? What am I doing right now? Am I just live streaming because I like live streaming? A little bit. But really what I'm doing is I'm building an audience. Building an audience daily as I create my game. Okay? And so that's something I teach in my channel all the time. Build your audience. And it's not like I'm a genius. I learned this from Jeff Walker, from Gary Vee. It's just classic, 2021 marketing. And by that I mean the current structure of marketing is build your audience on social media, and then hopefully they will purchase your products when you have something available, right? Sometimes I get emails from people and they don't like that. They don't like that that's one of the reasons I do social media. Thomas, why are you selling products on your social media? And I'm thinking, well, why aren't you? This is one of the primary reasons people build social media presences, is provide value to your audience, and in return, hopefully, once you've got a product to sell, they will happily want to purchase it. It's not manipulation, guys. It's actually, I would say, more honest marketing than what we're traditionally used to. Traditional marketing from like the 90s is a very unpersonal message telling you all these wonderful things about a product that you don't know if they're true or not. But the modern social media era of marketing is highly personalized, and the word targeted is a bad word, but it shouldn't be. Targeted marketing means that you're selling, let's say I'm going to sell this game to my audience. I know who wants to play my game because the people who watched me create it over the period of maybe a year of development, they wishlisted it and they want to get notified about its release. That's amazing. That's called a warm lead, and it's reciprocal, or what's the word? There's reciprocity there, which is like you want to hear about when the game is out because you asked me to tell you, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Now, when Instagram starts selling people's data and then you get targeted with ads that way, then it gets iffy and icky, but I hope you guys understand what my point is. Yeah. So let's try and answer SNPR skills question here. Thomas Brush, do you think that if I, for example, cut down from the 6 hours of game dev daily, it will help me stay motivated longer? Yeah, there's a lot of variables there. It's hard for me to answer that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to know the answer to that. I just know what keeps me motivated is when I'm not afraid of the outcome. That's just my personality. When I have no fear about what my game's performance is gonna look like, it's so much easier to be motivated. Cause like, here's the thing. There's just little things. It's like, for example, the naked characters in my game, for those of you who are following the game's development, the enemies are all naked. They're butt naked, and they run around, and they're terrifying. So I'm going to smooth this one more time, guys. And then they've got little sensor bars over their balls. Like that, to me, I've been wanting to do something like this for, honestly, since I was a teenager, because I think it's hilarious and terrifying all at the same time. Butt naked, insane people with butcher knives running around, and there's a sensor bar over their BAWLZ. I would not do that if I was genuinely concerned about the marketing of this game and I needed to make money. So being unafraid of the outcome, and I'm not saying that you should be unafraid. I'm saying that you need to work towards getting to a point where you don't have a fear of income, where you've built up enough capital from your previous games to not be afraid of the results of your next game. SNPR, does that answer your question a little bit? Sorry, I know I keep going back and forth through this little crevice here, guys. But it's killing me how unsmooth it is. Okay, right there was the only part that I didn't really like. So I'm going to smooth that one more time. Just one more time. Let's get really low. Thomas, how did you create the fog? This is from Carlos. No, it's not a shader. It's just the fog. It's the lighting. The Unity's built-in fog system is just really basic. It's super basic. And that's that, you know. Let's turn on the lighting here and see if it helps. And it's also post-processing effects, you know. All right, that looks fine for me. Now let's go ahead and we're going to go down to the bottom of this cliff here. And we're going to add another staircase. Okay? So it looks more like an entrance, right? Gao SSB says, Thomas, have you ever wanted... And I'm going to try and answer questions a lot more, guys. So just feel free to ask away. Gal B says, Thomas, have you ever considered working alongside a studio? Yeah, I work alongside studios all the time. There's a misconception among a lot of indie devs, including myself, that if we made a game solo once, we always do that. We're like always lone wolf, and it's like no. And also, there's like a notion out there that working with a studio means you go into an office and you work with them, and you're a full-time employee, and it's like this permanent partnership. When in my case, I've worked with Armor Games Studios, I've worked with Apple, I've worked with Serenity Forge. I've worked with a lot of different companies to make my games a reality. Do I own the IPs? Absolutely I do. But it doesn't mean that I can't do license agreements and work with people to make my dream a reality in the easiest way possible. Hopefully that answers your question. Does that answer your question? I hope it does. That's a really good question. Yeah, I work with studios all the time. And right now I'm not working with a studio per se, but I am working with 3 or 4 developers out there who are helping with this game. Their links are in the description. AJ Venkat. AJ, are you in the chat? Felipe, are you in the chat? Felipe is doing some of the modeling for the game. Hector, are you in the chat? Hector's doing some sound for the game. All right, we got a little staircase here. And I just want to smooth it out just a little bit more. This little piece here is driving me nuts. There is no volumetric fog. There is no volumetric fog in this game. There is no volumetric fog. I repeat. Hi, can I make money by making in-purchase games for free on Unity? Sure. Yeah, you can. Yeah, Austin says, Thomas, how do you stay motivated when you run into hurdles? You know, hurdles get shorter and shorter and shorter. It's smaller and smaller until they're just little bumps in the road. The longer you work on your game. Or, I'm sorry, the longer you make games. And I'm not saying they actually change. Some hurdles are actually harder, like seemingly, but you get used to having problems, and then you just, I don't know, you just get used to it, and you get a thicker skin, which I'm all about. So, all right, there are just a reminder, guys. There are 2. This is a way, one of the ways that I support this game's development and also the game studio is there are 2 promo codes available left. And so these codes delete, and they usually sell out within the first hour of live streaming. So there are 2 left for my online course, fulltimegamedev.com. We've got over 1,800 very happy students. Some of the students are in the chat right now. And I teach everything that I've learned over the last decade of making games, including securing 6 figures from publishers, securing 6 figures from crowdfunding. I've done both of those several times. And also launching your game on Steam, whether it's a 2D game or a 3D game. And you don't need to know anything about game development if you want to join the program. Oh, that feels good. That feels really good. I actually like this a lot. I feel like I need to do one more. What do you guys think? Like one more staircase. It's a 30-hour course. It's a big course. So there are 2 promo codes left. And I look forward to seeing you guys there if you want to join. It does support my studio. It supports the creation of this game. It's what allows me, guys, to be completely honest, it's what allows me to hire out people like Felipe, like AJ, to help with the game's creation. Having some revenue from the course allows me to hire people. So it's definitely supporting the studio, so that's great. Let's bring these rocks over just a little bit more to make it feel like it's more of an opening, right? And for those of you who don't want to join the program, that's totally fine. And I'll get back to answering questions in just a second here. That's totally fine, and I get it. It's not for everybody. That's totally fine. But I do have a free game kit for all of you right now. In the link in the description, there is a 2D game kit that I used to make a game for PewDiePie. I made a game for PewDiePie in 14 days. How many of you were with me when I did that? I think that was in 2018 or 19. That was so much fun, and I used that game kit and made a game for him in 14 days, and I played it with Felix himself, which was the best day of my life. Other than, getting married and having children. That was a really great day. So I give that kit out for free. I want you guys to have it. It's my treat to you. So, hey, you might not need it now, but why don't you go ahead and get it by clicking the link below, and I will email it to you. No gimmicks, guys. No gimmicks. Okay, I kind of like this better. Let's take a look here. Sheba says, Thomas, are you collaborating with a developer on this game like Neversong again, or are you doing most of the code yourself? So Neversong, I collaborated with a publisher who gave me one of their developers to work with. So in exchange for a license for the game, they actually let me work with one of their developers with the code. That was awesome. Well, I kind of got addicted to that because it's so much easier, because I'm not the best coder. Oh, that looks so much better, guys. Come on. I love that. So this time around, I was like, okay, I'm going to do everything from scratch. And then I just put out an email, or I put out like a call to action on Twitter, and I was like, you know, I think it was Twitter or YouTube. I was thinking, you know, is there anybody out there who can help me? And I just asked publicly, and AJ showed up. AJ is he put together the code base for the game. And AJ, I'm not sure if you're in the chat. I didn't hear from you, but sometimes AJ shows up in the chat. And AJ's link is in the description if you want to follow AJ on YouTube, because he does devlogs as well. I'm going to pulse this up a little bit right here and make it feel like it's more of a pathway right here. There we go. Oh, I love that. And we'll smooth it out. Thank you, Austin. Austin says Thomas is authentic. One of my fears is that I'm not. You know, it really is. Like, it makes me, I get super scared that I'm not actually authentic, and that I don't know. I just get scared. Does anybody feel that way ever? Like, this is an interesting phenomenon. Because I've heard it happens to a lot of people. You're afraid of being found out. People are going to find out that you're not who you say you are. Such a strange feeling. I think it's because deep down all of us struggle to be ourselves. So the truth is that I'm not actually fully myself. As much as I wish I was, you know. Sorry, I'm just putting a path sort of coming through the center here, just like that. Okay, and then we'll put some big stones, say probably a really big one right here. I love doing level design like this for things to do. It's very therapeutic. Do you guys enjoy watching this? I'm curious what your thoughts are. If it is something you enjoy, tell me why. Why do you enjoy watching just slowly putting a level together? Yeah, Amir's right. Nobody is their full self on the internet. How could we be, you know? How could we? All right. So we have this cool little opening here. Yeah, like that. This is gonna look great. Yeah, I agree with you. And maybe one right here as well. The Mr. Baggins says you love watching this. They do have a lot of vertices, but they're also an LOD. So, I mean, you know, they cull out. So we'll see. We'll see. Thank you, though. Thank you for your thoughts. I think you're right. I'm going to need to be careful, for sure. All right. So let's hit play here, and then I'll paint the texture of the grass to make it match this area a little bit better. Tim says, I watch your live streams while I work. Claudio says, I help pass the time. I'm glad I can help you pass the time. All right. So we'll smooth all that out. That looks like crap. But here's our little path. So that actually feels really good. That's what I was hoping for. Some sort of opening right here that leads you into this path right here. So that was the goal. X Positivity says, I enjoy watching other people work because it inspires me. That's great. Same here. Let's smooth this out. Maybe bring the opacity up a little bit and just smooth it out. And now let's go ahead and paint, guys. We're going to paint some of this grass in. Let's decrease the opacity a little bit. There we go. So something like this, hey? Don't underestimate the value of really being careful with where you're putting your textures. It can really change the whole feel. So does anybody see the mistake I made here? Grass usually doesn't grow directly next to stone. It usually has some trouble. Mainly probably, I think it's because of shadows and maybe moisture. I don't know. I'm not a, what's the word? Landscaper. But that's my theory at least. So see how we sort of made the grass fit in with the environment around it. Okay. Save that out. Make sure we save it. The Mr. Baggins says, I always love seeing how things work and watching other people's creative processes as it shows me new angles to problems or inspirational ways of doing things. Awesome. Hey, somebody sent me a little secret. I'm going to take a look at it on YouTube here. Someone left me a nice comment about how to speed up pressing play. I think this person might actually be in the chat right now. Let me know if you're in the chat if you left this comment. Here it is. Aw. Oh, there it is. Okay. To remove the delay when you press play, this is from Indie Game Mechanic. Indie Game Mechanic, are you here? Go to Project Settings. I'm assuming you mean Build Settings? Player Settings? Editor. And check Enter Play Mode options. What? There we go. Wait. Ah, yes. And then it says reload domain and reload. Ah, yes. Okay. Let's try it out. So the theory is you should enter play mode in 1 second. Whoa. Nice. Thank you, Indie Game Mechanic. There we go. That was awesome. All right, so we've got this really pretty opening here. So this is, the player's going to start, you know, somewhere like right here. And they're going to make their way from here over to there. Over here, I don't know if I actually want the player to be able to go over there. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't use Unreal Marwan because I don't know. I just started using Unity and it's worked for me, so that's why. That's the reason, I guess. Okay, let's go ahead and create, you know, a train track that comes all the way through here. I really don't actually think I like how big this area is over here. So I'm going to do the unthinkable. It just seems a little too big for me. I'm going to go ahead and set the height to, let's see how tall this gets. Yeah, okay. I'm going to set the height to 160. Yeah, Sammy, isn't that awesome? I didn't know it existed. You can enter play mode in like 5 seconds, or 1 second, guys. Let's turn the opacity up, and we're just going to paint. Just like this. See that? I'm going to close off this area just a little bit. Over here, maybe we'll have a secret over there or a tunnel or something. I don't know. But for now, we're just going to close it off. But we're going to make it look intentional, right? The way we do that is we set the height to 150 on some of these areas here. There we go. See that? Look, we're creating sort of levels. Really like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And then we'll maybe one there as well. Yeah. Okay. And then we obviously, you know, need to do some painting of the texture here. So we're going to do solid rock. We'll put some moss on there as well. Yeah, I just felt like the opening of this game is just a little too big, honestly. And I was planning on that being what, I don't know. I thought it would be cool, but it just doesn't feel right. Games like Resident Evil are very closed in all the time. There's not a lot of open spaces in Resident Evil. And that is inspiring a lot of this game. So. All right. All right. Sorry, I'm just reading. Apparently you guys are arguing. I like arguments. I'm a big fan of arguing. I love arguing. I usually hold myself back during live streams because I know that my wife will tell you, like, I can come across really, really rude when I'm arguing. And I've made mistakes in the past where I've really hurt people's feelings. So I'm really, really careful during live streams. If you guys hear me apologize, it's a lot, that's the reason. I'm always scared I'm going to hurt someone's feelings. And I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I just grew up in a family. Does anyone feel this way? Did anybody grow up in a family where, like, arguing at the dinner table or debating with each other was, like, normal? I always would debate. Me and my brothers and my dad, we'd just debate all day. And it was so much fun. But I'm not saying it's the best thing to do. Sometimes you need to just shut up. But yeah. So I'm sitting here watching this debate unfold, and I just want to get into it, but I'm not gonna. Cello says, I'm such an offensive person in arguments. Harvey says, me 100%. It's a weird thing because I wish that arguing was more acceptable in culture, because for the love of God, do we think that we're actually right? I mean, what I mean is, do we all believe that our own personal opinions and beliefs are so right that we can't have them challenged? So I think good ideas should hold up when they are challenged. If they don't hold up when they're challenged, well, then they're bad ideas. And so that's a great test, you know, to see if something is a good idea or not, is to argue about them. So I posted about this on Twitter. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. If all somebody does is critique other things, let's say critique the world, and I'm not saying anybody's doing this in the chat, I was just thinking about something I tweeted yesterday. If all you do is critique people, like, critique is great, but if all you do is critique people, you probably shouldn't be listened to, because the people who offer solutions are actually the people we should be listening to, not the people who are always critiquing. It just never ends. You want to know something? That seems like what Twitter's all about. Twitter is the critique land. It's all about critiquing other people and systems in the world. That's just, in my opinion, it's just gossip. And I'm guilty of it too. All right, let's make this look a little bit more intentional here. Yeah. Hi, Harvey. Harvey, you're just so excited. Oh, man. No, Andre, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all. And I'm not mad at, I like debate. I'm not upset at all. Debate. Who knows? Maybe Unreal is better. Maybe it is better. Maybe we'll get to heaven one day and God will look us in the eye and he'll say, Unreal was the best, my son. We will never know. Maybe we're wrong. Okay, I'm going to paint some grass here, and then I'm going to put some moss, okay? Although, that looks weird right there, but if we put moss there, it won't look weird. See what I mean? There we go. There's a difference between, this is from X Positivity. There's a difference between critique and objective feedback. And that's what we need to learn to pick out. Critique is not always a good thing. Objective feedback is what we in game devs are after. We in game dev are after. I totally agree. And like we talked about yesterday, guys, during the live stream, a good way to spot bad critique is when it's from somebody who generally doesn't want to see you succeed. Honestly, like, even if their critique is right, I would still recommend just not listening. You need to find people who really want to see you succeed. Because let's be honest, the more you succeed, guys, the more you're going to be around people who are jealous. And I'm not saying all critique comes from a place of jealousy. That's silly. But what I am saying is the more successful you become in your career, no matter what it is, you're going to get naysayers, and those naysayers are going to be people who are jealous. And that, you know, it sucks. And I don't blame, honestly, like, I understand where a lot of people are coming from, where they just don't like seeing people succeed. It makes them angry. It's, you know, we do live in a culture today. Sorry to sound like an old curmudgeon, but we live in a culture where succeeding is frowned upon. Because the assumption is, well, you must have stolen to get there. And I say that's just being judgmental. That's what that is. And resentful. And I'm not saying everybody who says that is that way, but a lot are. And it sucks. I mean, you can't get anywhere if you're resentful, guys. If you resent anything, good luck succeeding. Good luck. Because if by default it was unfair, well, then why would you try? Something I've learned slowly is things are unfair. They're always going to be unfair, no matter how many times you try and fix it. A system or an institution. It doesn't mean you shouldn't try to make it better, but things are always going to be unfair. That's the nature of our lives. So you've got to use what you were given. I tweeted this yesterday. We all have our own little Eden. We all have our own little Eden that we need to tend to, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Tend to that first, guys, instead of tending to other people's gardens. That's my rule of thumb. Why? Because there's no use. There's no point in complaining, even if the complaints are valid. That's something I'm trying to teach my kids. And my daughter's only 3, so there's very little I can teach currently, but a complaint may be valid. about, let's say, your career. But Thomas, my career, I can't do X. But Thomas, I can't make games because of X or Y. And I'm like, that might be true. What's your point? I mean, what, that solves nothing to complain. There's no solution when the mouth is filled with complaining. You get nowhere. Man, you people, you want me to use dark themes so bad. I think it's hilarious. Do you want me to use dark theme? All right, here we go. Preferences. Colors. General. I don't even know where it is. There it is. Hey, Nesta, that's totally fine. If you guys made my Unity freeze, I'm going to freak out. All right, there we go. I actually never thought about it, you know. I don't really have an opinion about the theme. It just doesn't really cross my mind. You learned how to get an email list thanks to today's stream. That's from Zyjan. That's awesome. Don't underestimate email lists, guys. Don't underestimate email lists. As Jeff Walker says, Jeff Walker is an internet digital marketer. An email list is a license to print money. And I will not lie to you and tell you that that is not true, because it's very true. And guys, when I make money off of an email list, is it because I'm stealing it, or is it because people wanted to buy something? It's because people wanted to buy something. So having an email address is great, because you can go, hey, by the way, you seem interested in my work. I just wanted to let you know XYZ is on sale today. And then you sell a product. That's called marketing. But fortunately, thanks to George W. Bush, I think it was George Bush, he made it illegal to not have an unsubscribe link in your email. I certainly understand why he wanted to do that. But I'm more of a let businesses do what they want kind of guy. That's my predisposition. Why is that? Because businesses that do what they want, they suffer when people don't buy their products, right? At least that's the theory. Now, Arthur says, thank you, Thomas, for the dark theme. I didn't know that this meant so much to everybody, but I will give you a fart clap because I'm halfway. I just think it's funny. All right, so let's go ahead and check out this thingy here. This thingy being this level. Whoa, I fell. Where did I fall? Okay, guys, there is, just wanted to let everybody know that there is one coupon code left for 40% off my online platform, Full-Time Game Dev. If you want to learn everything I've learned in creating my games in the last 10 years, and not only creating them, but actually going full-time with it, with the games, 30-hour plus course. It's a massive course with over 1,800 students. Ridiculously low refund rate, if I do say so myself. And usually people who are in my course show up in the chat. So we have a lot of happy students. So if you're interested in using that promo code, there is one left, and it's going to delete after this live stream is over. So if you're interested, feel free to check it out. I'm going to teach you publishing, making 6 figures from publishing agreements, from 6 figures from crowdfunding to at least teach you what I've done. I can't make any promises. You know that. All right, let's make a path coming through here. And then also just teach you how to make games. So the full gamut is taught at my online course, Full-Time Game Dev. All right, let's go ahead and create a nice path coming through here using set height, okay? How about 100? Nope, that's a little low, isn't it? Hold shift and left click to sample the target height. That sucks. Because it's not sampling it. Oh. It's not, though. Oh, it is. That's kind of cool. So let's bring the brush size down and just... there we go. Okay. So we're just gonna create a flat area. I just spit. A flat area for the train tracks here. We're just gonna go all the way to right here. Whoa, buddy. Okay, cool. So there's our little flat area, which is cool. I mean, it's not, I don't know. Let's do it this way here. There we go. Do you see what I'm doing here, guys? Just creating a little bit of a ravine here that you can walk through. And then maybe this will be the platform right here where you get off the train. And then that's going to be a hole. Okay? And I'm going to have it be pretty big because the big mug's devlog hit 100 views today. That's awesome. I'm going to try and find your YouTube channel really quick, and I'll subscribe to you. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find you. There you are. Okay, I just subscribed to the Big Mug. Awesome. Good content. So which one was it? The C# course? Ooh, you had a lot of good ones.
Hi guys, welcome back to the 5th video of this beginner C# course.
I love this.
This is a short but a very important one because today we will be learning how to apply all the concepts that we have learned till now. Variables, console.writeline, concatenation.
This is great editing. Is this your channel?
So do your revision. Anyways, today we will be...
Very
now,
good.
Don't...
I'll leave you a like.
Here we have to manually...
Awesome. Good job. All right, we're going to smooth this out. I love seeing people release content so confidently. Go ahead and subscribe to the Big Mug. Is it the Big Mug? Was that who it was? All right. Okay, now let's go ahead and do some painting here. And we're going to paint that stone. So some solid rock here. And just some, we're going to do rock. Remember what the rule is, guys. Rock wherever there's steep areas like this, see? And guys, I don't plan any of this out. I just sort of feel it out. And I'm not saying that that's the right way to do things. I'm just saying that's how I do it. We all have different like skill sets, and I found out that one of my skill sets is not, it is not planning levels. That is just not, by planning I mean like drawing them out on paper. Big Mug, congratulations. I just graced you with my presence. No, I'm kidding. No, you're doing great content. Keep it up. And I'm not just being nice. I actually really liked your style of video. So we're gonna have just a train track running straight through here. Go back to paint texture, and we're gonna paint some dirt. Or we could even do gravel, but I think dirt is fine. So we're just gonna do some dirt straight through the center here, okay? And we're just gonna keep adding dirt and have it run straight through, right? See that, guys? We got plenty of intention here. And we're just gonna erase this grass here. Awesome. All right, let's take a look at how this looks. Make sure I hit save here and hit play. Absolute Animal says, for all we know, Thomas could be a serial killer. That's true. John Wayne Gacy was a real nice guy. He sure was. You never know. I love that song from Sufjan Stevens. It's such a good song. Okay, so this is going to be a train track running straight through here. And then this is where you get off, and then you can sort of walk to the top. And we'll put tons of trees here to make it feel like it's a forest. You know? Marwan is, Thomas, am I making this game for someone or myself? I'm making it to make some money. So I'm making it for the world. This is going to be my third commercial release. So I have currently, Marwan, I have 2 games on pretty much every platform. Switch, Xbox, PS4, Steam, Apple Arcade. I worked with Apple last year. So who knows, maybe, I don't know if I'll be able to sell this game to Apple Arcade because it's pretty brutal. It's going to be pretty violent. Not a very happy game. Not in the slightest. I doubt any platform will really want this game. Maybe Epic Games, I could sell it to them. It's just going to be pretty violent. And I don't know if violent games are going to be popular for much longer. So I'm just putting some moss here, guys. There we go. And there's going to be a hole right here with some boulders around it where the train comes through. Oh no, Pedro. Let's see here. I'm not trying to encourage anybody. I'm not. My eyes aren't always on the chat, so I don't know. Hey Marwan, can you take it? Just slow it down just a little bit. That would be great. Just a little bit. That would really be helpful. All right, we're gonna raise the texture here to make things look a little bit more, I don't know, rocky, right? And then we'll smooth it out too. To make something look more like a cliff, what you do is you make it have a lip towards the top here. See that? And then you smooth it out. See that, guys? Making it look more like it has a lip. I need some coffee. Oh, that looks great. Seriously, I love it a lot. Let's hit play one more time. No, I don't think this game will be a mobile game. Zed says, I come up with the best ideas with some weed and music. I'll partake every once in a while, maybe once a quarter. I don't do it much, but when I do get some good ideas. But I'm really careful about that stuff. I haven't seen positive mental results with certain people. It can be bad. I don't know why. It just causes breaks with some people. I don't get it. So I'm careful about it. But it's helped before. That looks great. I really like how that looks, actually. And then we sort of just wander through here. All right, guys. I'm gonna take a go get some coffee break. Gonna go make some, and I'll be right back. So thanks for your patience, guys. I'll be right back.
We are way on our way to developing our very first full release game, and it's all thanks to Thomas Bresson for Pen Game Dev.
If you are the type of person that maybe has a game idea and you want to make a game, but you are maybe too scared to do it, this course like helps you to push you over the edge and actually commit, and it feels so good.
This course goes through a lot more than just how to make a game. It covers how do you make a business out of it, how do you market it.
He's not only showing how to program, but how to build an online presence and reach out to people and sell your game.
Actually, people signed up for us and wanted to buy a game in 2 weeks, and that's what's most important is he covers how do you market a game. How do you make a business out of it?
The things that I found valuable for me in this course was things relating to crowdfunding, publishing.
Thank you, and thank you the community for all the inspiration and motivation that you gave me.
So thank you. Thank you, Thomas.
This is the best investment we've made in a very long time. I trust them, and so should you. See you on the Discord channel.
Hey guys, I'm back. All right, where were we? Ooh, my elbow. Ouch. All right, welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Did the chat just... Oh, there we go. Okay, good, good, good. All right, I'm back. Marshmallow Picture says that they are eating instant noodles right now. Hooray. Sorry, I needed coffee because, man, I'm just getting a little slow right now. Not feeling great. So let's see here. I do have a train set, actually. Let's see if we can find it. We have a train track. Is that mine? Did I make that? Yeah, I think I made this train track. Yeah, I made this. What I mean is I use a lot of assets, and looks like this is one of my assets here, which, you know, I don't mind using. So that looks good. So we're going to use this train track, but first, before I do that, I want to thank our sponsor, Hole in the Wall. Hole in the Wall is a great way to actually send trains through mountains. So if you guys are interested in Hole in the Wall, I'm going to show it to you in just a second. Right here. This is called Hole in the Wall. Whoa, that doesn't look good. I think I need to just raise it up a little bit, add some. Yeah, you smooth it out a lot. There we go. There we go. Just smooth, smooth, smooth. That way, you add a lot more vertices. See how it's adding vertices? There we go. So now we can actually create a hole in the wall, right? So let's go ahead and paint the effing hole right here. Whoops! I think I need to hit play. It'll fix it. Yeah, okay, there's our hole in the wall. Perfect. That is so creepy. All right. That's a big old train track, isn't it? I think I need to make it smaller. Let's shrink it down to about 0.6. And then apply that. There we go. All right. How we doing in the chat, guys? Zay says, bit of a dumb question, but what's your current view on life? It's probably gonna be annoying. My aunt, are you talking to me? Yeah. It's probably a really annoying answer, guys. I know it's probably annoying, but man, serve God, serve Jesus Christ, and everything else is seconds. There's not much more than that, in my opinion. It's kind of an obnoxious answer, but that's what I believe. That's how I live my life. All right, so let's see here. Let's see if we can. What I would like is I would actually be able to walk through this, just keep going, and then it stops. That's what I would actually prefer. So let's try that out. There we go. So let's add some music. Good, okay. So we've got this train track coming through. Is this... I feel like it should be one object. It probably should, shouldn't it? But anyway, let's go to... Hey, look at that! That's an interesting looking piece of wood. Let's see if we can fix that. So it's wood beam is the material. So we're gonna do 1 by 1 or 0.2. There we go, 0.1. Yeah, that looks fine. All right. So let's go put a hole in the wall over here. And just paint a hole. But we're gonna add a little bit more detailing here because, oh, come on. Unity needs to fix that. If we add some detail right here, it's gonna create more quads for us so we can actually paint a decent hole. And then we smooth it out, right? I'll show it to you in just a sec here. There we go. And we'll fill in that, well actually, there we go. All right, so we're gonna be able to put a hole right here now that we have a lot more vertices, right? So let's go ahead and paint a hole here. Actually, I want to, oh, no! What am I doing here? Yeah, I want there to be, son of a bee. Unity, come on. I think that's fine. There's a nice little hole there. And we'll fill in that. And then there. There we go. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is make sure these are both the same width. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 squares wide. So if I go over here, we're gonna have the same width. And the reason why is because we're gonna use the same game object. Woo, that's annoying. There we go. There we go. And then we're gonna have sort of some planks here and then just a tube basically. So I'm gonna hit play and then we're gonna jump into Blender and we're gonna model, I guess a kind of, just a simple square with a wood frame around it that we can use. So there's this entrance over here. And then let's take a look at this one here. Yep, it's gonna look great. Good. And we'll put some trees around there too. The fog doesn't look very good today. It's because it's so bright right there. I wonder if I just want to see what it looks like if I make it darker. So we go to window. Lighting. And then we go to our fog. What if we make it darker? Kind of like it darker. It's kind of cool to be able to see it in the distance. I don't know. But then, yeah, it's weird because you can see like the trees growing. Yeah, I don't know. How are we doing in the chat, guys? Are y'all yelling and screaming at each other? Hey, Jason, congratulations. You're quitting your job. That's awesome. That is really, really good news. I'm a big fan of that. You guys know that I don't like working for the man. I like doing what I want to do. Isn't that what James, what's his name? Jimmy Stewart or James Stewart? He says that, and It's a Wonderful Life. He says, I want to do what I want to do. That's more like the Joker, but you get my point. That's how I feel. Leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. Let me make my own studio, my own game. I don't want to work for anybody else. But that's just me. I'm not saying you have to be like me, you know. We're going to paint a hole here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go into Blender. Jason says, LOL, working for another company, but as a consultant, so more autonomy. That's awesome. Yes, this train is going to take us to Black Mesa. Okay, let's open up Blender, and we're going to actually make some stones and just, let me think here. We're going to have rocks surrounding a frame of wood, and then a channel coming towards my face. Of just, it slowly turns black. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create that in Blender. And the reason why we're going to create this from scratch as opposed to get it from a Unity asset is because I don't know if it exists as a Unity asset. It probably doesn't. But this will be a little bit of, this will be fun. It'll be a little bit of a change of pace. So I'm excited about working on this. DG says this is looking great so far. Thank you. So first thing we do is we delete all of the garbage that Blender gives us by default. All right, so we're going to start with an icosphere. No, let's just do a UV sphere. And we're going to do 8 by 5. That's fine with me. But we're going to rotate it 90 degrees so we don't get a point at the top there. Go to edit mode. Actually, we're going to keep it as is, but maybe let's warp it a little bit, you know what? And maybe let's make the, yeah, let's just bring it down, make it a little bit more warped. It is hot in here. Hold on, guys. Delete the default cube. That's right, Marshmallow. Troglodev says, Thomas, should I worry about art first, or should I make a prototype and work from there? Well, just because you're making a prototype doesn't mean you're not worrying about art. When I say prototype, I mean it needs to be this beautiful, gorgeous looking thing that you sell to publishers. I mean, you guys, you don't have to work with publishers. Many of my friends out there will say they don't want to work with publishers. I get it. But if you want to secure a publishing deal and you are not really known, you don't have a good reputation or a reputation at all, I would recommend excuse me, sorry. Making a beautiful, beautiful prototype. All right, let's shade smooth here. These are our stones. And I'm just gonna move these out of the way for now. And now let's go ahead and create a cube. And now let's go to front view here. Scale it up. Thank you, Sakaz HD. Thank you for your content, my man. God bless. God bless you too. Seriously, that's awesome. Thank you so much. All right, paste it. And then we're gonna cut through, guys. We're gonna use the bool tool, huh? And then we're gonna take one more. Copy paste. Bring it down. And then bring it down like here and scale it up. Bring it down again. And then we're going to take these two, we're going to join them together. And then we're going to bool. So we always do this, guys. You guys help me out here. What's the shortcut for search again? Does anybody remember? Is it F3 or F2? There it is, F3, okay. Bool tool, difference. That didn't work. F3, F2, difference. Why didn't that work? Bool tool, union. We're gonna union all. Oh, at least 2 objects must be selected. Shoot. Okay. We're gonna unionize. Good. And then we want to cut out. F3 bool difference. Oh, close. So this one selects first and then difference. Close. This one second. There we go. Bool tool difference. There we go. Okay. Sorry, that took a little bit longer than I was anticipating. Oh, you can't see the screen. Sorry. Thomas, yay! You are so smart. I do that every day, guys. Thank you for helping me out. All right. We're going to add another cube. Bring it up. And then, there we go. I know I'm doing this completely wrong, but it's okay, guys. You know my theory on doing things wrong. I learned a lot from Bob Ross. I really did. All right, we'll bool tool this together. Union. There we go. Okay. So we've got this sort of entrance that we can walk into, but hey, we're going to go to edit mode here, and we're going to take this, and this, and this, and this, and we're going to move them way, way down, like that. See? So that as we walk, I kind of want the player to be able to walk a long while. Something like that. Just let them walk until it just goes completely black. Z-Codes, what should a game demo really show off in 10 to 15 minutes? You know, it's going to depend on what your game is. Like, there's so many styles of games, but if you're making like an adventure game, I would highlight the core loop, the core game loop, also the core mechanic that's associated with that game loop and what makes that mechanic unique. In my case, I'm not making a game with a unique mechanic. I'm just making a game that just feels really good. That's what makes it unique, and that's similar to what you would get from something like Hollow Knight. There's nothing really unique about the core game loop or the mechanic. It's just beautiful, and it's snappy and it's perfect, and they really perfected that Metroidvania genre. Let's see here. Let's create a new one. We're going to call this Train Tunnel. Okay, save that out. And just show off your first level. Phil Dev says that he is struggling with procrastination issues. Don't procrastinate. No. I would say if you struggle with procrastination, what I would do if I were you is I would try and you're going to do what you want, okay? The most core baseline example of this is there's a pot of gold 5 feet in front of you. Are you going to procrastinate to get the pot of gold? Seriously? Because if you do, then you really got a problem. So I would say you need to put that pot of gold in front of your face. Okay? So a lot of the reason why people procrastinate is because they just genuinely don't believe that there's a pot of gold in front of them. And so my question to you is not, well, you should work harder. Are you working hard enough? The question is, do you believe that you're capable? Seriously, ask yourself this question. Do you believe that you're capable of making a creative endeavor work for you and making money off of it? Do you believe it? Now, if you believe it, there's a second step you need to have, and that is you need to envision and visualize exactly what it is that you want to get out of it. Mr. Baggins asks, Thomas, what if I run out of ideas when I go full-time? You won't. You'll be fine. I don't know. Okay, so there's our tunnel, guys. Let's go ahead and join everything together here, at least this stuff. And we're gonna go to, hey, it's already joined together. Whatever, okay. So there's our tunnel. Now, I feel like what we could do is we could create, let's see here. If I copy this and paste it and then scale it along the X and scale it along the Y and then go to edit mode here and delete this stuff. Why can't I select both things? I don't understand. Something's wrong, guys. I want to create like a... Don't waste your time, Thomas. Sorry, guys. I'm going through a mental spasm right now about what it is I'm trying to make here. Give me just a sec to figure this out. All right, let's create some stone. Oh, I didn't know that, Marshmallow. Thank you. Marshmallow says you can select 2 meshes and edit both of them. I really didn't know that. Okay, so let's just create some stones, guys. Just like this. And we'll cut them, you know. But right now we just want to create them. Paste them all over the place. Copy, paste. Good. That way we can sort of blend it into that, shouldn't say the word, that crappy terrain hole that we created. Even though the video is sponsored by Hole in the Wall, I gotta admit, I don't really like the sponsor. It's not that great. So we're gonna try and work with what we've got here. Good. This one can go a little bit bigger here. Towards the back there, we can have a little bit bigger. T-Mac says I have mental spasms at least 5 times a day. And then Z-Code says those are rookie numbers. Alright, so let's save this out. Because Blender tends to crash on me all the time. Especially because I'm on Mac. That's funny, Pavel. I'll consider it. Pavel says it would be really funny if you could just keep walking. So let's do that. I think it's a great idea. Seriously. So Pavel, can we give a round of applause to Pavel? Good idea, buddy. Let's do it. So something like that. Now I don't want to be able to see inside it, so from the outside, because I don't know. We'll have to figure this out. But let's just keep it like this for now. The entrance is not partially collapsed. It's just, it looks like it's coming through big stones, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and try and make that work. There we go. All right, guys. Hey, you know, we could probably do one more right here. Flatten it a little bit. And we're gonna merge all this together, guys, into one model. At least for the stones. There we go. Okay, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take all of these, merge them together. Whoops. Actually, just these for now. We're going to do Bull Tool, Union. There we go. Not great. That's okay, I don't care. And then we're gonna try to do a intersection. So we're gonna copy here. I need them. What am I doing here? I need to copy this. Okay. And then we're gonna do a difference. Nope, didn't work. Nope. Why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it work? I think I need to do a cube. We're just gonna carve straight through this stone here. Try one more time. There we go. Alrighty then, eh? Delete this. Wait! We gotta hit apply or something. What's happening? That's crazy. I want it to apply. No. I don't want it to be a modifier. Somebody tell me what I'm doing wrong. Okay, that's better. All right, we did it. And then I'm going to join these two together as well. We'll do a nice union here as well. Bloop. Nope. Bloop. What? I don't understand. What is this? Okay, whatever. I don't know. There's our train track. Hey, Gustav, how are you? Great. All right, so this is good. So we're gonna go ahead and apply a material to this one here. This is gonna be stone, or not Sante. Train, tunnel, stone. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make it an image. And we already got the images ready to go, excuse me. Right up here, we're gonna go to our textures, pixel, PSD, because there are PSDs right now. And we're gonna do, actually let's go into Unity. We need to find out which one it is. It's this one right here. What is this texture called? Solid rock wall 13. Solid raw 13. So let's go into Blender. There it is. All right, so there is our texture, and then we can go to our edit mode and just try and unwrap it with Smart UV, see what happens. You never know. Okay, good. All right, so we could go ahead and just jump into the UV edit here. Look at how beautiful that is. And scale it up like crazy because we want to see a little bit more looping. Good, and trust me, it'll look good, I promise. There we go. By good, I mean it'll match the PS4 or the PS1 or PS2 style. All right, so there's our stone. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this out really quick and just make sure everything's looking good. So I'm gonna save it. And hey, we need to make sure we do the same with this guy. So this will have a material. And it's gonna be wood, or train tunnel wood. Whatever, let's just get it done. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to my base color here, go to image, open it up, and I'm gonna do something like wood planks. So we're gonna go to our textures folder, pixel, PSD, and I'm looking for wood here. wood planks. There we go. Okay. Let's go into edit mode here. And what we're going to do is just slowly get it to work. That looks fine to me, right? And we're not going to worry too much about a lot of this stuff, but just the front-facing ones are particularly important. And don't worry, it's going to look good, I promise. I sound really confident, don't I? There we go. And scale down. There we go. Same is true for this one here. Whoa! I see. Whoa! There we go. Good, and then just scale up. I'm not worried about perfect mapping here. Really don't care. Because it's going to be super pixelated in Unity. Okay. Hey, let's just go ahead and do the roof. The roof. That's good. Good enough for me. It's a little bit... Whoops. Here we go. Hey, that's fine by me. That looks fine. This doesn't. We'll just do something like this. Whoa, that's not good. I see. I'm not too particular about any of this stuff, to be honest with you guys. The game is very dark right now, so I don't care. And the reason it matters that it's dark is you're not going to see any of this crap. All right. Alrighty guys, so far so good. That's a little weird right there, so we're not gonna... I just want to let everybody know that the 3 promo codes that are being shown at the bottom of the screen, those are sold out for today. So thank you everybody for supporting the channel and joining full-time game dev. I really appreciate it. We'll see if we can add a little bit more codes during another live stream. But for now, those are sold out. Okay. You want to know something, guys? A lot of you are like, this looks like crap. Trust me, it won't. It really, really won't. It's all to do with the style and the lighting of the game. So let's go into... Unity here, and let's do the first one over here, guys. So let's drag in our train tunnel. There it is. All right, so far so good, huh? All right. So what I like to do is I like things to be scaled properly. That looks like a giant. What does that look like? I can't. There's some sort of. It's like it starts with a. Is it a P? I can't remember what you call this thing. It looks like a, I don't know. So we're gonna scale this up here, or scale this down. I thought this would look fine, but it doesn't. Whoa. Sometimes my brain just really gets fried here. What am I looking at? Whoa, what? I'm so confused what this is. What is happening? and then rotate it 90 degrees. And then, oh, it's because it's super long. That's why. Duh, Thomas. I just wanted to look pixely. That's about all I want to do. Okay, let's go to Unity here and take a look at how's everybody doing in the chat. McD's all day for breakfast, says Stevie Creates. I love McDonald's. I could go for it so bad right now. Marshmallow. Cameron, I love that face. Jacobob says, bruh, about our little pee-pee here. McDonald's, of course, Troglodyte. What's you're crazy. You people. All right, we're gonna scale all this up. Save it and then jump back into Unity. Okay, my PP got longer. Let's see here. Scale it up a little bit bigger. If only it was this easy. We're close. Do you see why I added stones, guys? It fills in a lot of the holes that were created. Dude, look how long that is. So there's a little hole. I need a stone right there. I edited these textures, but I did not make them. I just downloaded the pixel texture pack from Unity because there's no reason to recreate the wheel, guys. If textures exist, grab them. You know? Do it. Try it. Okay, we're going to scale it down just a little bit. We're almost there. Awesome. I don't like that. Oh, no. There we go. Save that. Jump into Unity. All right. So that's how it looks, guys. Without any lighting, and then with lighting, you can barely see it. See that? And we'll put some candles and stuff near here, but pretty creepy, huh? I like it. We'll put some candles and all that. And then we're going to take this, and remember, what I like to do is when I have a model, I create a prefab variant out of it. You know, asset flipper is a boring, miserable word because it discourages people from making games. It's like saying, I'm not making fun of anybody because I didn't even read the chat. I don't know if anybody said that I'm doing that, but let's get it shaded here. There we go. But asset flipper is a term I don't like because it really discourages people from making games the way that they really should be made now, which is, it's like making a movie. You wouldn't make a what do you call it? You wouldn't make a set from, if you're doing like an indie flick, you wouldn't make a set. I'm gonna delete these train tracks from scratch. Like if you needed a couch in your movie scene, you wouldn't make that from scratch. And if you did, I'm so sorry that you think that's smart. Same is true with making games. There are some assets in here that are original, but to be honest, I don't care. It doesn't even cross my mind. It used to, because I used to be really cocky. but it doesn't cross my mind anymore. We got to pull up the terrain over here now. Because one of you in the chat wanted this thing to be 20 miles long. I'm just kidding. Just messing with you. Kind of. Alright, let's just pump it up. So we're going to use set height. We're going to go to 180. And we're just going to raise me up. Thanks. Wait a sec. What just happened? Let's hit play. Something happened. Okay, we're better. And we'll smooth all this out because I know it looks like garbage. One of my fortes in life is making garbage beautiful. Son of a... Z-codes. I don't understand TikTok. Should I try it, guys? Maybe like live streaming clips? Should I do live streaming clips on TikTok? Is that what you guys are saying I should do? I don't know what I should do on TikTok. Look how good it looks. Looks like a little hobbit hole. Okay, guys. So, let's see here. Yeah, I think that looks good, honestly. So we can just walk on through. What's this? Get out of here. Get. Probably need to bring this up. There we go. No. I think we need to bring the whole thing up. About like this. Right, right. What? I like it. It looks fresh. We'll smooth this just a little bit so it's not. There we go. And then we'll do stone. We'll paint some stone. Yeah, try it. Joseph says TikTok is China spyware. Man, I'm not going to disagree with you at all. Yeah, I'm one of those people. I don't trust any of these tech companies. Why would we? I don't understand why we trust them. Here I am live streaming on YouTube, mind you. So I get it. I know I'm a hypocrite, but I don't trust these people. Whatever happened to rebellion against these monopolies being cool? I thought that was cool. I thought it was cool to reject authority, but apparently it's not cool anymore. But I don't know. I'm a millennial. Actually, I tend to have a lot of boomer opinions, it turns out. No offense to boomers. Almighty Cheeto says, embrace big tech. Embrace big tech. The Thinking Hound says, now it's cool to give up privacy. Exactly. What the hell is going on, guys? I don't like what's happening right now with big tech. I don't like it. Yes, I agree. They're a private company, but good grief, they're so powerful. They essentially own the world. I don't trust these people. Okay, so we're gonna do just painted right here. I'm trying to look at it from like how I'm gonna see it from the ground, you know? Oh, mother effer. That looks ugly. What is that? Okay, that's the ground. So we're gonna lower that a little bit. Nope, no. Stop. Troglodyte wants to hand out flyers instead of using big tech. And that's the big problem, isn't it? I sit here and moaning about big tech, and here I am using it, right? It's hard to kick. I want there to be some antitrust laws. That's what I want. I want antitrust laws to pass, but you wouldn't. It's not going to pass because all of the congressmen are bought by big tech. All of them, Republican and Democrat, they're all bought. I don't trust any of these people. But Thomas, that's a conspiracy theory. No, it's just a conspiracy. Okay, let's take some of these stones and fill them in. Right. We're almost done with this little section here, guys, and we can go exploring. Sound good? And we'll put some trees up here too. Okay? Tonica says, won't the terrain from the outside block the path? No, because we painted little holes. In Unity, however shitty the tool is, you can actually paint holes in the terrain. All right, so let's put some trees because you know, why not? Too opaque. Too opaque. I might release it unfinished, Alden. I might. Alden wants to know: am I gonna do like an early access for the game? I think I might. Play here. Nate, by the way, Nate, thanks for joining the course yesterday. It means a lot, buddy. Seriously. I hope you enjoy it. There's a healthy, happy community over on Discord. Hope they embrace you and you found it comfortable and heartwarming. The Mr. Baggins loves the Discord. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Okay, guys, you ready to take a look at how this looks? Because I want to look at how this looks and take a look. Let's take a look. Hey, come on, y'all. Was I right or was I right? Because I was right, and you know I was right. And it's not easy being right all the time. Let's go into Blender here and go to the UV mode because I want to edit the scale of these just a little bit here. There we go. Nate says, OMGGG! Thanks for noticing me, senpai. I couldn't find the Discord link anywhere, but I've been binging the videos. My PA, Hector, he might be in the chat. He is going to assist you with that Discord link ASAP. I got your email, and he's going to send you that very soon. Don't worry, don't stress. You want to hear the fart noise again? Who said that? True Life K9? Okay.
Listen. Listen.
Closely. So if we go back into Unity here, we'll be able to see that the texture just got changed. And I think what I want to do is actually take this stone material and I'm going to reuse it, right? So I think I want to take this here and this, shoot. This needs to be a prefab. Cracker Jacks. So I'm going to drag this in. Yes. Who knows what we're going to do here? But we have two of these tunnel models, and I want them both to be one prefab. How do we fix this? We make a prefab out of one, and then we go ahead and select the other one, and we go to Tools, Replace with Prefab. And then we drag hold on. Yes. We drag in the train tunnel variant right here and hit Replace. There we go. Boom. Now it's a variant. Thank you to Jason Wyman for that beautiful plugin. Chogladev says, I find it super ironic how one-man studio... I don't know if you're talking about me, but I'm not a one-man studio. I got people working on this with me, about 5 people. But I appreciate it. Can release a hyper-polished game within an appropriate amount of time with minimal bugs, but a massive studio with 30-plus people cannot do either. I agree, generally. I like that comment. Get with the times, AAA studios. Let's be honest. What they release is very impressive, but it is buggy. You're right about that. Okay, we're going to go ahead, and what I was planning on doing all along was I was going to take this stone here. Yeah, Wyman is epic. I love Jason. He and I are working on a super secret project, and I will share it with you guys soon. Rock's material is what I want to take from that stone right here. Oh, you can't see my mouse, can you? This one here. And I'm going to put it right here on these. So we're going to go into the sphere, and then I'm going to drag that. I think I can do it right here. There we go. So now they match. See? Now they match all these other ones. That's perfection right there. And then I'm going to take this one here. It's the train tunnel wood. And I actually want it just to be the toon shader. In order to do that, you need to go to the train tunnel blender model, extract materials, choose the folder, and then go back into your actual material, and we're going to go to Toon Lit. Yay! It looks great! Hit save, and then hit play. I agree, Pritish, that would be really cool to have like a tunnel with stone and then pillars and stuff. But ouch! Where am I going? No! Okay, I need I forgot. I need shoot. I need to make it a box collider or a mesh collider. No! Hit convex here and then hit. Actually, I don't want that to be convex. No, I get it. I mean, what was your name? Presh? Pritish? You're right. It should be stone, not wood. So we could try that out maybe. All right, cool. Now, we have this infinite tunnel, but I want it to turn darker and darker and darker and darker. So, I think what I want to do, let me think here. Let's see how long this goes. Look at that, there's light coming through somehow. So that's how long it is. So I agree with Pritish. Can we give a round of applause to Pritish? We're going to go ahead and make this cut so that it's like a wooden frame, and then we're going to have stone on the inside. So Pritish, congratulations. You were right. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to copy this, and we're going to paste it, and then we're going to put it all the way over down there for now. Whoa. We're going to just G all the way over here. And then I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take this, edit it. I'd rather it be, I just want it to be isolated. How do I isolate just this? Is that how I do it? Let's see here. Edit mode. How do I isolate that? So I just want to see that. I just want to see the tunnel. Does anyone know the answers to my questions? Oh well, we'll just scale it. We're gonna scale it like this. Why is it looking like that? I'm confused. Yeah. So it's just gonna be this frame, right? And then we're gonna take it and we're gonna do this. About like this. Right? Yeah. And then we're just gonna do something like that. So we got like this wood. Let's bring it forward a little bit. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. I think. Okay, good. All right. So it's gonna be something like this. Presh or Pritish. I got you. And then let me think here. Okay, I think I have an idea of what I want to do. Then we're gonna take this and we're gonna make it all warped looking. So it looks more like stone. So scale it down like this. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna get this, I promise. We're gonna edit it. And we're gonna add some loop cuts. We're going to select the center one here, and we're going to rotate it. There we go. So it looks more like a stone, huh? Okay. All right, the only problem is this little piece right here, right? This stuff right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take it and we're going to rotate that and scale it. Where are you going, my friend? All right, what is that? Oh, that's the stone. Okay, so we're going to bring it inside. And then this one as well. I just want to see it. How do I isolate it? Effer. And this will all be stone. We're almost there. I got a sense of what I want to do here. Generally. / on the numpad to isolate. Yes! Very nice. Okay. So obviously, guys, it's not looking great, you know. That's okay with me. You know me. I don't care if it's perfect. I really don't care. All right. Okay, so that's weird right there. That is too weird. And then I / turns it off. Okay, cool. There we go. Do another one. / What's this? Hey, what's that? Is that the stone? I think that's the stone from over here. What's that? No? It's that. Go to edit mode. And we'll isolate. Sorry, I don't know why it keeps zooming out like that. Sorry, guys. This isn't the most professional thing I've ever done, I promise you that. We could probably just delete the faces here. Yeah. And then, sorry. Oh, I know. I know it looks bad. You could probably take this whole top piece here. This is the worst, probably the worst thing I've ever done on a live stream. This is really, really bad. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. Oh, man. Okay, so I think I know what I want to do. I'm going to delete all this and try again. Delete this and then put / back. Okay, first things first. Let's make sure that this stone looks good. That's the first step. All right, so I'm going to take all of this crap here. But I have an idea of what I want to do now, so that's good news. Okay, all we're going to do is we're going to invert a cube. So we're going to go to add mesh cube, scale it up. We're going to delete the faces, huh? That's about it. Face, and then delete this face. And I'm going to take, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this face here and scale it up. Scale it back down. We got this, don't worry. There we go. And then just bring it over so that it's right beneath or behind it. Okay, there we go. And it just sort of comes up. British, I'm blaming you for this catastrophe. It's your fault. I'm kidding. I'm trying to get it to be nice and clean here. All right, so yeah, it'll just convert to stone. Yeah. Okay, and we take this. We just extrude it all the way out like this. See? And then Control R. And we're going to create some loop cuts. Where is it? Oh, it's like too long. Oh no, it's too long. So let's go back to where we were. There we go. And extrude along the Y. Wait, what? There we go. There we go. Okay. Actually, wrong. We extrude and then... Oh, come on, Thomas. Stop it. What are you thinking? And then loop cuts. We'll do a few here. And then you just select them. And maybe we could just do a little bit of wobbling, you know? This. And we'll invert the normals. And hey, why don't we do what we did earlier and just rotate? That was cool. Okay. Pritish, you were right, buddy. So now it's going to be stone. So we have, the theory is, oh no. What's happening? Okay, yeah, so the theory is it'll just convert to stone, right? You'll have this door here, and then you have stone on the inside, right? And I feel like because it's stone, it should sort of be like that. See? Yeah. Pretty cool. I like it. No loop cut there. Now all we need to do is we need to take this and make sure that the faces or the normals for the mesh are inverted. I could see through right there. That's not good. Oh, sorry, my belly itches. So I feel like, oh crap, I gotta go to the gym. Shoot. This is taking too long. So what I'm gonna do is this face right here, I'm gonna extrude it like that. Just to clean it up quick, you know? Hopefully we won't see it. Yeah, we can see it, unfortunately. Maybe, there we go. Okay, good. Not the prettiest, you know? But it does what we need it to do. Then we can go ahead and call this stone. Or, it's gonna be the same thing, train tunnel. Actually, can't we just choose the material? Where is it? Train tunnel stone. Good. And then we're gonna unwrap it and make sure it's set to smooth. Let's unwrap it, smart UV pro, there we go. And then this would be shade smooth. Save it, and then we're gonna jump back into Unity here. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Music for Life. You are correct. All right, good. So it does feel a little bit more natural, although this is garbage. So let's go into Blender here. And then we're going to go to edit mode. And we're going to make sure let's unwrap this crap here. There we go. Hey, that's better, I think. You know, it's like whatever. Who cares? I don't. Same for this up here. There we go. Let's go to our UV and just scale it down significantly so it doesn't look so different. There we go. And then the same is true with our walls right here. These guys right here. All we're going to do is select them all and then just scale them down so they're just super pixelated so it matches the style of the game. There we go. And we're going to go into our prefab here and we're going to add a mesh collider. That is another mesh collider. Good, good, good. All right, guys. All right, let's take a look. So that, yeah, we need to make that look thicker. Yeah, so that needs to look like stone. And it doesn't currently. So let's go to edit mode here. Select all that, and then just what we're gonna do is scale it up significantly. And are they squashed looking? Let's see. Scale. Yeah, save that, and then hopefully in Unity it'll look a little bit better here. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Hey, Pritish, you were right. Can we give a round of applause to Pritish? Very good. I feel like I need to move those over. We'll move them back. Yeah, we do. But this feels a lot more like a train. That's fine. I don't care about that. Yeah, something's going on there. What is that? Let's take a look. Let's go to edit mode for this boy. Yeah, there we go. I figured something was wrong there. And then we can rotate it. By the way, the fart clap is extra clapping for you. It's like the special clap. So congratulations. Yeah, it does look a lot better. Except for that with the F. Well, F me. Sideways. I think I need to recalculate the normals, maybe? Mesh. Normals, recalculate outside, save. Nope. Y'all, tell me what to do. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Mesh, normals, flip, maybe? You mother effer, what's going on? Just flip the single face. No, that's not the answer. I think I need to go back to the original model and pull it in again. I was so close to being done. Son of a bee sting. Is it the model's fault? Nope. Or it's not the prefab's fault, it's the model's fault. Delete face and bridge it back together, huh? Okay. How about making a quad? Or triangulate? No, Thomas, don't do that! But it's gonna work. That's fine, I don't care. Does it look like I care? Let's hit save. No, let's do smart. Okay. Save. Fine. Rotate. Save. Topology has left the chat. I love it. Okay, let's hit play. Oh, Misfit, I know it is. Trust me. Oh, yeah. Check out that topology. All right, so we've got ourselves a beautiful train. Train thingamajig. A train entrance. And over here, we've got steps. Beautiful steps. And over here, we have another train entrance. So overall, I'm feeling pretty good about it. It really looks good when you turn on my favorite weapons. So let's see here. Controller. Like if we turn on the... let's see here. I love having the trench gun turned on. The trench gun looks awesome. Ooh, yeah. It's crazy how just a great model in the scene makes it look totally different. Perfection, I like it. Good deal, guys, good deal. Thomas, what are all your revenue streams? Never Song on Apple Arcade, Never Song on every other platform, Pinstripe on every other platform, or every platform. We're about to release on mobile. So a ton of game income, a lot of game income. That's about, it used to be 70% of my income. Now, it's online course income. That's a really great source of income lately, in addition to my games. And then also some YouTube ad revenue. That's about it. Man, I like it, guys. Things are looking really good, honestly. I feel great. We could just keep walking, you know? All right, I'm going to the gym. I want to say thank you to everybody for live streaming with me today. I had a great time with all of you. If you get a chance, please consider getting that free 2D game kit below. That would really mean a lot to me, guys, because I like to know that I can help you out, and also I'll send you some additional goodies as well to your email. So this was fun, guys. I'll talk to you later. I really enjoyed it. I'll see you later.